It was a cloudy day when Mayor Banks was nearly assassinated. Mayor Banks and Deputy Mayor Jefferson explained to Chief Davis how the attacker wore a hood. Chief Davis showed me the letter, which came from the mayor's office, and it was signed to Hood. He also told me that the Baron had recently escaped from prison. Mayor Banks was convinced that the letter was a fake. Why would he try to assassinate himself? I looked around, then decided to question Deputy Mayor Jefferson. Unfortunately, he too had no answers for me. Meanwhile, all over the city, hoods were causing chaos. They seemed to be working together for a larger plan, but I couldn't tell what it was. Police received a tip that the Baron was with hoods in an old cafe. 2 officers went in, only to find out that the Baron had led them into a trap, all set up by the hoods. I wanted answers, so I drove around the city. I managed to stop a hood from attacking a man, then fought him myself. I pressed him for answers, and finally he told me that Dark Hood was behind it all. That evening, I struggled to figure it out. Who is Dark Hood and what is his connection to the mayor's office? Just as something started to make sense, I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning staring down the barrel of a gun held by a hood. The hood smashed my lamp, then Dark Hood walked in. He told me that my career as a detective was over. I told him I'm Lance Quinn and I never give up. He then told his hoods to trash my office and left. I could only watch as they broke my stuff, and then set my office ablaze. Meanwhile, Chief Davis tried to warn Mayor Banks about the threat of Hood. The mayor finally realized the danger after the chief saved his life. I ran into the mayor's office to find the evidence I needed. I found Dark Hood's armor in the deputy mayor's drawer. Just then, Dark Hood walked in and pulled off his hood to reveal Deputy Mayor Jefferson. He told me he couldn't let me live since I knew too much. Taking an axe, we fought. I did my best to fight him off with a sword, but my skills were clearly lacking. We ended up fighting with fists, and I managed to finally defeat him. It wasn't easy. I had to rip off his mask and punch him. Dark Hood was done for. I explained how Deputy Mayor Jefferson was using Dark Hood to take over the city.